Now, we've all seen a bit of graffiti in and around our inner cities, but have you ever seen graffiti all the way up 3 high-rise, supposedly luxury apartment blocks? This is Graffiti Towers in Los Angeles. Well, actually that's its street nickname. This project was baptized Oceanwide Plaza at birth, but unfortunately the Chinese developer constructing this $1 billion mixed-use complex ran out of money. Oceanwide Plaza was once poised to be a dazzling beacon in downtown Los Angeles, but the journey of Oceanwide Plaza took an unexpected turn. Construction, which surged forward with optimism, came to an abrupt halt in January 2019 amid financial shortfalls and liquidity issues, leaving the towers partially completed and the site dormant. The silence of the stalled construction site was soon replaced by the echoes of spray cans and the whispers of artists and base jumpers, transforming the towering structures into a canvas known as Graffiti Towers. Today, we're going to tell the tale of this construction project, what it once promised, why the construction stalled, what it became, and finally, what will it take to clean up and ultimately finish Oceanwide Plaza? Before we start, we would highly appreciate it if you could help us grow our channel by pushing the subscribe button. Thank you. The launch of the $1 billion Oceanwide Plaza in 2015 represented a critical moment in the transformation of downtown Los Angeles, underscoring a new era in the city's architectural and urban development landscape. This ambitious project, initiated by the Oceanwide Real Estate Group, a prominent Chinese development firm, set its sights on redefining the concept of mixed-use spaces within the bustling heart of the city. Oceanwide Plaza was envisioned as a landmark project that would marry luxury living with high-end commercial and hotel spaces. Oceanwide Plaza was set to elevate the standard of mixed-use developments by integrating residential, retail, and hospitality components in a manner that was seamless and innovative. The project's ambition sought to create a holistic urban experience that would enhance the quality of life for its residents and visitors, fostering a sense of community and connectivity within the urban core of Los Angeles. The choice of location was deliberate, positioning Oceanwide Plaza to be a cornerstone of downtown Los Angeles revitalization. By selecting a full city block adjacent to some of the most visited and recognizable destinations in the city, aiming to leverage the existing urban fabric while injecting it with a fresh modern twist. The project's proximity to the Staples Center and LA Live was strategic, tapping into the area's vibrant cultural and entertainment scene and ensuring that the development would be at the heart of the city's most dynamic district. The vision behind Oceanwide Plaza is Callison RTKL, a global architecture, planning and design firm. This project, with its trio of skyscrapers, boldly aspired to transform the very essence and functional soul of downtown Los Angeles skyline. The 3 high-rise towers sit on an 18,500 square meter retail podium. The 30-meter tall podium, a centerpiece envisioned to be far more than a mere commercial space. Conceived as a vibrant heart of the complex, this podium was designed to foster a sense of community and belonging, creating a lively hub for retail, dining experiences, and exercise areas. The idea was to create an environment that would attract residents and visitors from across Los Angeles, making it a bustling, dynamic gathering space within the city. Of the 3 towers, 2 are equal height of 162 meters with 40 stories. These 2 towers contain 340 units of luxury condominiums, as well as lavish services that even include a dog washing facility. The 3rd, which is slightly taller than her siblings at 206 meters with 49 stories, was supposed to house the 183-room Park Hyatt Los Angeles Hotel and 164 branded Park Hyatt residences. As the supposed crown jewel of Oceanwide Plaza, it not only punctuates the skyline, but also stands as a landmark, visible from afar and anchoring the development's iconic presence. In 2019, the hammering, drilling and machines working on site all came to an eerie silence when the Beijing-based real estate developer ran out of money. China Oceanwide Holdings, the owner of the project, is being liquidated, according to a January filing with the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. When Oceanwide first announced this grand project in downtown LA in 2015, the world was a very different place. Chinese companies were trying to expand globally, and America was one of those countries near the top of that list. However, things changed when Donald Trump got elected in 2016 and he decided to take on China. The towers stand as an illustration of Chinese cutbacks in capital expenditure and investments in US real estate, a response to the persistent trade tensions between China and the US. Following its failure to meet financial obligations, Oceanwide faced foreclosure on the project and subsequently listed it for sale. In disclosures to the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, China Oceanwide stated that an additional $1.2 billion was required to complete the project, and they had already spent $1.1 billion in the process. The complex financial situation and legal disputes further complicated the fate of the project. Despite attempts to sell the project, Oceanwide has yet to find a buyer, and negotiations with potential investors have not been successful. In more recent years, real estate demands have shifted, leading to calls for a new vision for the mixed-use development. The transformation of Oceanwide Plaza into what is now colloquially known as the Graffiti Towers marks a critical chapter in the narrative of downtown Los Angeles. This once ambitious development project has unwittingly morphed into a canvas for urban artists and a playground for thrill seekers, propelling it to viral fame on social media. The unexpected shift from a symbol of luxury to a beacon for graffiti artists and base jumpers has drawn the city's gaze, sparking a complex dialogue on the use of urban spaces in the face of halted developments. In the past few weeks, the noticeable increase in tagging and vandalism has garnered public attention, causing a civic embarrassment in a prominent area encompassing the Crypto.com arena, which hosts major sports teams and events like the Grammys, along with the Los Angeles Convention Center and the LA Live Dining and Events Complex. With the building's dormancy, it became a magnet for illicit activities, compelling a significant increase in police surveillance and concerted efforts from city officials to secure and cleanse the premises. The concerns voiced by Los Angeles officials go beyond the immediate misuse of city resources. They underscore the potential hazards these activities pose to public safety, stressing the urgency of intervention to ward off any looming catastrophes. Amidst this, the tower's prominence on social media platforms has painted a multifaceted picture of the situation, turning it into a symbol that intertwines narratives of wealth disparity with the spirit of urban exploration. The vivid graffiti that adorns its walls has been championed by some as an act of artistic insurgency against the backdrop of a city marked by stark economic contrasts. Conversely, others critique these expressions as mere acts of vandalism, detracting from the city's aesthetic and legal order. This dichotomy has fueled a spirited debate across digital platforms, giving rise to memes, spirited discussions, and a spectrum of reactions that delve into the nuanced relationship between urban development, artistic freedom, and social critique. The concerted efforts by the city to address the graffiti and secure the site underscore a critical juncture in the project's journey towards completion. This initiative, while essential, is rife with challenges that extend beyond the mere cleaning of walls. The task is further complicated by the sheer scale of the graffiti and the building's emergent role as an emblem of urban decay. In February 2024, the Los Angeles City Council approved a budget of $3.8 million to erect a fence and initiate the cleanup operation. The new 3-meter fencing is the first phase of securing the site, making it harder for people to gain access. The recently erected metal fencing is much taller and more challenging to climb over compared to the old fencing. The next phase will involve securing the interior, including stairs, walkways and entry points to prevent risky and bold attempts that could lead to accidents or injuries. Following city law, the property owner will be billed for the incurred cleanup costs and will then place a lien on the property. The city may also foreclose if the owner doesn't make the necessary payments. However, it's uncertain if Oceanwide has the financial resources for the cleanup costs, considering the multiple lawsuits it has faced since 2019, including claims of non-payment from contractors and a pending lawsuit from a security company for over $1.3 million in unpaid fees. So, is it even possible to finish this construction project? Financial challenges loom large, with the need for substantial additional investment to breathe life back into construction efforts. City Council member Kevin De Leon, representing the area, emphasized the necessity of a developer to finalize the construction. During a recent council meeting, he indicated that conservative estimates suggest acquiring the property would require $500 billion, with an additional $1.5 billion needed to complete the project. Some individuals have proposed transforming the unfinished mixed-use complex, located less than 2 miles from LA's Skid Row district, where approximately 6,000 homeless people reside, into low-income rental units as a potential solution to address LA's housing crisis. However, critics argue that such a conversion would be a long-term endeavour, taking years to implement. Demolishing the entire property might be unlikely due to the associated costs, although some have speculated that there may even be structural issues with this development. Apparently, at the moment, 2 property developers are interested in the project. If one could successfully complete Oceanwide Plaza, it would inject vitality into the local area through job creation and the stimulation of commerce. Moreover, it holds the potential to transform the cityscape, introducing a contemporary architectural marvel that could serve as a magnet for further investment, thereby enhancing the urban landscape. These developments act as barometers for the health and dynamism of urban development, where halts and delays can sow seeds of doubt about the feasibility of future grand-scale projects. Such situations risk casting a shadow over the region's attractiveness to investors, potentially curbing the influx of capital necessary for urban renewal and expansion. What are your thoughts on the future of Oceanwide Plaza and its impact on downtown Los Angeles? Do you think securing additional funding and overcoming logistical challenges will lead to its successful completion and revitalization of the area? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. And there we have it, folks. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel to help us grow our community. See you in the next one.